Well, it is the final race of the 2021 DNQ Karting Series season. 5 different champions will be crowned tonight here in the DNQ Series. It is the Hoosier Tire fall final race from the Millbridge Speedway here in Salisbury, North Carolina. We're excited to close out another season of racing. Let's go down and talk to an iRacing champion who's going to try and make his debut in the DNQ Pro Cup Series.
Well, it's not very often you see somebody from iRacing actually get a ride in anything, let alone the DNQ Karting Series ride, but that's exactly what happened to the Bluegrass iRacing Series champion, Alex Huffman. Alex, you get this ride tonight and top-tier equipment. We know Ronnie Shirk ran middle of the pack last race in this thing. He's a very talented driver. So what can we expect from you? You expect to make the main feature tonight?
I sure hope so, John. I think we got a pretty good piece. I hopefully do better than Ronnie, because I'm going to have to give him some crap for it, but I mean, John brought a good card out. I mean, you know his equipment's great, so I hope I can do pretty good.
So you run an iRacing. Where do you actually live? I guess that's the most of the question, because we're here in Salisbury, North Carolina. Where do you live right now?
I live in Morganfield, Kentucky, about 9.5 hours away, depending on how traffic goes.
So I'm guessing you encountered some traffic on the way down here. So you race with these guys on iRacing, right? Yeah. You win the championship in that, and they said, you know what, we're going to throw in a ride for the DNQ Series. I mean, you had been pretty excited about that.
Oh, I was. When John mentioned it, I was like, well, I got to make sure I go win the damn thing, so I did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, no resets here tonight. You're racing with the same exact people you would race in an open race. I mean, these guys will junk you in a heartbeat. So have you ever driven anything before besides iRacing?
I mean, my players racing some go-karts when I was itty-bitty, but that's about it.
Yeah, this is a different deal, but we wish you the best here tonight. Ty Majeski here, Alex Huffman, going to give it a shot here, trying to make the Pro Cup Series feature tonight. Mike Melton looking at the racetrack, guys, and he has a shot at winning the championship tonight.
He does. He's just pretty much got to run top 5. Should be good enough for him. That puts Charlie Kingpin in a must-win situation.
He owns the tiebreaker. Let's go down and talk to Scott Zarowski. It's about a year ago we saw Scott Zarowski win an ARCA Series race, and you're back here about a year later trying to do the same thing again, running a prep class. It's good to see you back.
Yeah, the prep tires really do suck, but it's kind of what we had laying around, and we figured we'd give it a shot.
Yeah, Hunter Weaver, I remember that race. Hunter Weaver should have won it and didn't, and then you snuck away with the win there. But what is it like? You probably race a couple times a year, I'm assuming?
Yeah, this will be probably 3rd or 4th for this year. I haven't run nearly as many as I'd like to, just the way things go in life. So it's kind of nice to get back out here, a place where I know how to get around, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so what is it like going from, let's say, a normal Woodley for Liberty and then coming here and racing? What is it, just more fun here?
It's definitely a lot more relaxed. It's a Monday night race, so you're not sitting here traveling for a ton of time, and really just get to come out and have a good time.
Well, if you ever get a seat insert port, this guy's probably going to show up to your shop and pour your seat insert. So Scott Zarowski going to have a good run here tonight, hoping for it. So we were talking about the points earlier, guys, and Charlie King in his situation tonight is he pretty much needs to win.
Yeah, Charlie Hemrick's been there all year. He's got the speed, just can't quite get it across the finish line. If he's going to take home this championship, that's what it's going to take.
We'll see if Charlie King can get it done tonight, but he's racing Mike Melton, who now has a 20-point lead, and his goal tonight is to finish ahead of Charlie Hemrick.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here end of the season. People are getting desperate. He's just got to keep his nose clean. He should be able to come home with some hardware this evening.
Yeah, and you see those last 2 finishes there, second and second to Hemrick's 6th and 6th. He's got the momentum. He can definitely get it done. A win is worth 20 points, so Charlie Hemrick must-win situation. That means all Melton's got to do is click off another one of those second-place finishes.
Melton has won a race so far this year.
Down here with Ryan Ayers, and Ryan's driving the 71 tonight, the same number that Josh Long used to race. And Ryan and Josh are very good friends. Unfortunately, Josh passed away recently, but Ryan, you're racing for Josh tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see what we can do for him tonight. Try to sneak a win for him. Should have been battling for a championship, but, it is what it is. But now it's about Josh, so we're going to try to get a win for him tonight.
Yeah, the Memorial race will be in November, so I have a 71-lap dash race for Josh's memory at that point in time. But, man, we got some fresh dirt on this racetrack. I mean, talk about that. This thing looks nice.
Yeah, hopefully it's racy. Hopefully it's not locked down with the bottom, but move around a little bit. But we'll see here in about 5 minutes what the track's like.
So next year, Busch and Pro Cup split into the same rules but 2 separate series. Have you made up your mind on which one you want to run next year?
I'll probably stick with Pro Cup. But I kind of like competition. The more people, the better. My eye with it.
Ryan Ayers looks to win a Pro Cup championship next year and the race tonight.
Well, recently, one of our competitors, Josh Long, passed away, and we want to send out our prayers and condolences to his family. And there will be a Josh Long Memorial race coming up during the DNQ Nationals. Cup Series news and notes. Nick Stroop will clinch his 2nd championship in a row by starting this race tonight.
Nick Stroop has definitely been dominant here. He can get it done. That whole team is strong every single week at Millbridge, so not a surprise there. Congratulations to Nick Stroop for clicking off another one. 2-time back-to-back champion. The only other one to do that, Timmy Nye.
Yeah, Stroop's really stepped up. You can see some big names there going back to the past, but it seems like every 3 or 4 years you have a change in the guard, and Stroop's only really had a couple of bad runs all season long. So I think you're seeing the new king of the roost here up the front with Nick Stroop.
Escape pool cleaning starting lineup. Nick Stroop, our champion for the season, will start on the pole due to the invert with Zach Campoloni on the outside.
Number 2, Mark Ellis, and Father Time, Curtis Marco.
Bobby Showtime in the 5, and Adam Welch make up the 3rd row.
Craig Crossred Smith with David Odell will round out the next row.
Row number 7, Mickey Roop and CJ Winslow.
The next row, fan favorite Stephen Broy and Tyler Richmond in the 27.
Jay Zarapata will make his debut in the Escape Pool Cup Series. 410 AKRA NK clones, treaded tires, May Groover site. There it is, all the info. Man, this so there.
That actually is 410 pounds.
Yes, it is.
Those actually are the rules.
Congratulations to Nick Stroop on winning the championship in the 2021 season. He has officially clinched it by starting this race. Bobby Showtime as an in-car camera for tonight. One thing that's new tonight for the racetrack is the fact that there is new dirt on the track. So we had a bunch of old dirt. The micros come and they sling dirt off the racetrack. So every once in a while you got to bring some new dirt in. That sets up a new whole set of circumstances for these drivers, doesn't it, Jay-Z?
Yeah, throw that notebook out the window. It's going to take the whole night to figure out what the track's got in store, what prep's right. But hammer down, green flags out. We're heading into one like bat out of hell.
Nick Stroop on the pole in a looks like he's driving somebody else's stuff. But here comes Curtis Markham towards the front.
Curtis Markham on the inside, trading paint already through turns 3 and 4. He gets up into 2nd place already. He's showing everybody this new dirt is going to suit him just well.
We're trying to get down the inside here. Ellis is still fighting on the outside hard there. He's going to lose that position, fall back to 2nd. I see someone in the back there was trying the high side, but everyone's getting back to the bottom here as they're figuring out this new surface. Welch to the inside of Showtime. He's into the left rear. He can't make it stick. Showtime hangs on to P2.
Yeah, look at Curtis Markham leading this thing. This may be new dirt, but the old balls are now leading the race.
Yeah. Old balls know how to get it done still. It looks like the track is maybe a little bit tighter. It kind of suits an old bird like him, but I'm watching for him after lap 6 or 7 to start falling out of that seat.
Craig Crossred Smith moving up there. He's P6 right now. That's the 20%. That's Jay Zarapata having trouble and falling back there, Bob?
No, that is Nick Stroop, who only had to start this race. He's in a start and park effort. He's in Mark Ellis's backup car, actually, running this race. But right now, all eyes are on Curtis Markham leading this race. This is awesome to watch.
It is great to see him. And Bobby Showtime showing the old-timer no love. He said, I'm going to get up here and try to lead this race. I got to win to get some points anyway. So Showtime feeding him the bumper twice, and that opens the door for Adam Welch.
This track's really racy, even though they're still running it in, and it looks a little damp out there. There's some grip. You were talking about getting tight in the middle there earlier, Bill, and everyone's able to put their go-kart anywhere they want it tonight. It's going to be a good show as Welch is trying to find a way past old balls out front, and Bobby Showtime watching it all happen.
Yeah, I feel like we're at Riverside Park back in 1993 as Curtis Markham leads this thing, but Adam Welsh now is going to make the move to the inside, and Bobby Showtime's going to follow him through. New leader Adam Welsh.
It looks like a couple of those cars, Bad Kitty and Showtime, might have set up a little bit freer, and the track's come to them now where Curtis Markham had that good fire-off speed, and I don't know, maybe the setup has gone away for him, or maybe he's just gotten old and tired, but right now, Bad Kitty's out front being stalked by Bobby Showtime.
Yeah, man, Bad Kitty out front. His go-kart looks fast as hell right now. Takes a nice set in, gets to the middle, and gets a straight drive off. Looks like Showtime's leaning on that right front a little too hard. This is a great shot to show the yaw the karts have at the point of entry, how they straighten that line out and get a straight shot off the corner of those guys out front. So, people at home thinking about running DNQ, take some notes here as the caution's out.
Got one spinner there on the back stretch as we're going to line them back up. We look at Showalter. He does his own thing. Adam Welsh works with Showalter, so maybe they kind of share some notes as the green flag's back out. But you see like the Brokeback Mountain team there, they're with Ellis and Rout. They're starting to fade a little bit, and that just might be their notes and having to learn this new dirt tonight.
This new dirt can definitely throw you for a loop, as it looks like a couple of the teams there through the midfield definitely has. Ooh, we had one sideways in the middle of the backstretch. Stephen Broy makes contact there. Looks like we got just about halfway now, and the battle right now is for second, as Bobby Showtime lost second trying to take it back.
Zach Campolonia there hanging tough on the outside of Showalter. He's finally going to make the pass. Craig Crossroad Smith having a good race here tonight too.
Yeah, so we're on board. The track's a little wet, a little heavy. You got the mud sticking to the front of the onboard here. But the escape pool cleaning, what class is this? I fucking forget.
Cup Series.
The escape
Cup
pool cleaning
Series.
Cup Series. They're running this track in really well. I can see a little bit of that angel dust starting to build on the high side. Everyone's pretty dedicated to the bottom tonight, but the track is like glass. I will give the track crew credit for that, as we see Old Timer there, Curtis trying to make a move on Zach Campbell-Long, but he just can't quite get it done.
Yeah, even the fact that he's running fourth is amazing right now. He's doing a great job. And you know what? He said he doesn't change anything on it, so the dirt may just be playing right into his hands.
Yeah, Old Balls is consistently the best car out of that Markham stable. We see Thomas and David also running in the DNQ series near the back typically. So Old Timer can still get it done. Barely works on his stuff, and apparently that's what it takes. You don't change a good thing.
Locked up.
No, absolutely not. His field's kind of strung out here a little bit for this race so far, but Campolonia and Showalter still going after it. The other race that we didn't really talk about was Rookie of the Year, and that's between Ellis and Campolonia. And right now, Mark Ellis a little bit behind Campolonia on the racetrack, but not in the points.
It seems like when Rott was at the racetrack, him and Rott. Oh, we got one around.
Oh!
Well, that took care of the Rookie of the Year stuff right there. Campolonia just went for a absolute spin on his own. I don't know what happened there. We'll have to look back at that.
Looks like he hit a patch of NDF getting into one there and just did a 360 and kept going.
That's exactly what it was. Is Welsh has a healthy lead, but there it is. The patented 5 to go caution, which usually bites Welsh pretty good. So we'll see if he can hang on to it here as he's waving Curtis Markham to give him a push.
Yeah, really the question now is how will Adam Welsh blow this race? We've seen it time and time again, and it looks like he's just left the door wide open for Bobby Showtime. Couldn't quite get it done. We got a couple hung up like two dogs on the backstretch. There we go. Even with the left rear bumper guard, still managed to jump each other's left rears. Adam Welsh still out in the lead. He's got 3 car lengths over Bobby Showtime.
Yeah, like Trump at 8 o'clock on election night. He's got a big lead right now. Everyone else is trying to chase him down, waiting for that 1 a.m. vote dump. But I don't think they have anything for him tonight, gents.
Oh, Stephen Broyd.
Oh, there.
The mandatory Stephen Broyd caution falls a little bit late. Little bit later. Here we go.
That's going to give Adam Welsh another chance to blow it here. Adam Welsh goes into 1, maintains that lead, but hot on his tail is Bobby Showtime with some help from behind. I think that's Jay Zarapata behind him, giving him a shove.
We got Ellis on the inside of Campolonia there. That's a Rookie of the Year battle right there, fighting for 3rd.
Yes, this,
Campolonia, that's who
the best 5 finishes from each kart gives them the points that they need to win the Rookie of the Year. As the white flag is out, we're watching those 2 battle it out, but the leader right now is Adam Welsh. Coming out of 4, Adam Welsh is going to win the Escape Pool Cup Series feature. Well, down here in Escape Pool Cup Series victory lane with Adam Welsh. Adam, a great win, emotional win here. You know, we're thinking about Josh in the 71 kart here tonight, getting the win, and it's got to be a special one for you.
You know, it's really hard with Josh not being up here and then parked with us. It's like an empty spot on the side of the trailer, and I'm glad Jen and Trevor are here. It means more to me to have them here to get that picture, and it really sucked because they were, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're showing a fucking race on the backstretch and Josh is in it. And I'm like, man, there's that white and pink fucking 71, but there ain't nobody gonna get that from me. That was fucking, I drove my ass off to get that one.
Curtis Markham was fast. Could you believe that? You had to pass him to actually get this win here tonight.
I had to pass him and then that old fucking started on the outside of me again. I'm like, holy shit. Like, that's awesome though. I love it when Curtis Markham gets to run with us. I ran with David for a long time in the dash stuff, and it's fun running with Curtis. I mean, he's clean, and you never have to worry about him, but he showed a lot of speed tonight.
A very special win here for Adam Welsh. The Long family's here as well, and they're going to celebrate together here in Victory Lane.
So this is our 3rd race on this kart. We built 4 for the fair. Our 2nd win, we got a 2nd with it, so our finishing average is like, what, 1.25. I got to thank Kyle Beatty, the whole family, the wife, Ryan and Danielle, Jen and Trev for coming out, Kane. It's going to get bittersweet here in a minute.
Special one for Adam Welsh for sure, as he's going to take home the victory in the Cup Series feature. Well, a great run tonight for Robert Showalter and a great season. I mean, not the championship. I don't think Stroop's going to run next year after watching him start and park this thing. But definitely a shot. It looks like you and Adam, maybe next year if you guys are racing, we'll race for this championship. You had to pass Curtis Markham tonight. He was actually pretty fast. So let's talk about Adam. He had speed. But what were you lacking that Adam had, you think, tonight?
I say a little more forward bite off the corner than I did. And, prayers out to Josh's family. It's just crazy. It was, 20-some days ago we were at the fair, shooting the shit, and now he's gone. So it's hard to swallow, but, we ran decent. Adam, he's really good at the bottom here. Curtis must have had some soaker tires on or something. He was doing pretty good. And I'm not sure if Stroop's going to run next year or not. I don't know if we're going to run next year or not. I'm probably going to end up selling a lot of my stuff that I got. Get rid of it. It's trying to run 7 carts out of your trailers is too much to take care of. So, I don't know. We might be back next year. Might not be. But, hats off to Adam, Zach for finishing 3rd. And, it was nice that Nick Stroop didn't win a race finally.
Robert Showalter, a great season, and he's going to end up pretty good in the points, too, after it's all said and done. Well, a great run for Zach Campoloni. He comes home in the 3rd place here in the Escape Pool Cup Series season finale. You're starting to get pretty good at this in the Cup Series, and now we're getting towards the end of the season. Start next year, maybe a full-time effort. I don't know what your plans are, but it's a good way to end the season here in a top 3 finish.
Yeah, it's definitely a great effort. 1, 2, 3 finish for us, so it comes on a good night. I mean, this race is all for Josh. We miss him tremendously out here. I just want to thank Rob, Adam, everyone in the pits. I mean, this is just a team effort. Now I just need to see what to do next year.
So who do you have to thank for, besides Showalter and all these guys for helping you out this year? You've made tremendous gains, and no matter what you're racing, gotten really stepped your game up this year. Who do you have to thank for that?
Really, Rob. I mean, he helps me with everything setup-wise. Thank my family for supporting me. Adam, he also helps me out back at the garage. He got the track. If it wasn't for those two, I wouldn't be out here. So they're the two main people I want to thank.
Zach Campolonia takes this kart home tonight in the 3rd place. Let's take a look at the Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series news and notes. Joey Gates will clinch by starting this race, and he won the last race at the road course.
Joey Gates, dominant figure in pretty much everything he runs in the DNQ series, so no surprise and congratulations to him. Happy to see him get it done.
Yeah, he seems to have a knack for this dash series, especially with the skinny tires all the way around. And he's been putting on a good show and he's able to make the races here for DNQ, so we'll see if he can pull it out tonight.
Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series starting lineup. Joey Gase, who has won the championship, will start from the SRI pole with Chris Lawson on the outside.
Row number 2, Magic Mike Melton and Blaine Donahue.
Row 3, Dylan Capello and Martin Coberly.
Row number 4 has Rookie of the Year from last year, Dan Marak, with Brian Shaw on the next row.
Row number 5, Dylan Latour and Bobby Showtime.
Row 5, Jonathan Mabe and Steven Tatuges in the 71.
I love Mabe. Sean O'Neill and Mackenzie Kozert next row.
Mrs. Kitty, Jen Welsh, and Zach Campolonia.
Leland Lambert and David Markham round out the field.
Here's your Dash Series information.
Are you like rearranging your desk?
Sorry, my Wi-Fi signal was sucking at that point in time, and I couldn't get anything. Like, you guys were both breaking up, so I moved the computer like the other side of my desk.
Oh, that sucks. David Markham, as always, has an in-car camera. You know, sometimes, we just have such a high-budget operation here. You do what you got to do, right?
Yep. Top notch.
Finish Line Wash Pros got that camera nice and clean for us to start.
Here we go. Green flag are underway. Now, Scooter, Jamie Edwards usually drives that kart that Lawson's driving tonight, and he has trouble making races, but it's on the outside of the front row for this race. So I think they found the issue. Well, it was on the front row.
Oh!
Just a little bit of left rear action there. Now they're 4 or 5 wide getting into 1.
That always works in the DNQ series, and they go 4x4 through turns 1 and 2, and everybody makes it.
Man,
Only the best talent here in the DNQ series.
Like Biden's poll numbers, Lawson fell way back as one almost goes around in the back there. Maybe there's Kamala piling in that one as we're on board with Markham here. He's running in the back trying to get underneath. Can't tell who that is in front of him. O'Neill.
Sean O'Neill seems like a little bit of a weapon when he goes out there. I don't even know the guy. I hadn't talked to him once. As Joey Gase leads this field with Mike Melton in second place. And the Dash Series, I mean, man, this has grown so much from what it started as. Everybody looked at it and was like, this is a stupid series. And now there's a bunch of people that love it. So definitely cool to watch it grow. We want to thank Finish Line Wash Pros for their sponsorship. As Joey Gase leads Mike Melton, looks like Dylan Capello in third.
Well, it is pretty stupid rules. It's a left front tire on all 4 corners just because. And we go
Blaine
around.
Donahue, Rex Coberly, and he's flipping him off. He totally just
we got the number
totally
1.
just ran into his side and then flipped him off. That's a great move there. That was impressive. Drove into his door.
Ryan Shaw.
Drove into his door, turned right on him, and then flipped him off. That was impressive as we're on board with David Markham.
Yeah, I love a good backstretch burn here in DNQ as we go 4 wide with David Markham. Finish Line Wash Pros probably needs to give this camera a good wash. So we're in the back here getting some mud slung on us, and Markham feeds the right front fender.
As Mike Melton has gotten by Joey Gase, I look at that in-car camera and it reminds me of the restarts we've had, or when I was racing. You watch those guys in front of you like, I'm just going to go ahead and lift right here. And then you lose 5 spots.
Magic Mike Melton doing what he's got to do in here. Trying to take home, he's a contention for second in the championship?
Yes, I believe so. Sounds great.
So Magic Magic Mike Melton trying to take home second in the championship. Obviously, a win would be really good for him tonight here. Joey Gase, all he had to do was start ahead. We got another one around. There's another patch of NDF going into one.
He was up there running the top all by himself and still found a way to hit the wall. So we glad he's safe, didn't break anything, and he's still continuing on his way.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to see here in the Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series as Chris Lawson now racing with Dylan Capello. As the Front Row Motorsports guys, they always bring a bunch of cars to this racetrack, and they're always fast. I don't think there's a night that Chris Lawson isn't up there towards the front.
Looks like all it took was a seat change to make that red machine up at the front, and that happens sometimes in racing. You know, you get these pay drivers, and we got one around in turn 2.
Zach Campolonia goes for a spin. That'll rack him back up with Melton in the lead as we take the green. You know, Mike Melton was struggling earlier this year, and we talked to him before, and he said, in the Dash Series, I just went back to basics. I went back to what wins. I think we were chasing ourselves a little bit too much, and usually that's the case.
I think that's called tuning yourself out, Bill, and we've got some experience with that. So we can sympathize with where he's been. But like you said, just going back to that sim, deleting the data that's in there, putting in there, what worked 5 years ago, and voila, all of a sudden you're back to where you were and you're back out front.
Take out that 40mm B and throw in that 1.25 inch, and everything works again. It's crazy.
Magic. Oh,
Coberly around again. Nobody flipped him off this time. So it's going to go ahead and we stay green now. The caution is out. Coberly getting bounced around here a little bit tonight. My goodness. All right. He's getting slapped around like anybody that was in a Kimbo Slice fight video. Green flag.
Rest in peace, my dog.
Back underway as this gaggle of cars. I mean, these restarts are impressive to watch. Watch Coberly trying to make his way back through the field.
Is that Lawson fighting for the lead?
It is.
Crawling all the way back there?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
He's on the top side.
Yep, he's taking that Rick Ware machine up to the front row right now and pinches down Joey Gase. Joey Gase has none of it.
Oh, no.
That was a weird chain of events. Lambert's around.
Major chase implication.
Man, that's just, yeah. That's going to bring out a caution. That was an impressive amount of things that happened in a short amount of time. Let's look at this again.
Joey Gase having none of it. Turns him. Gets turned back by his teammate. That just causes a huge chain reaction, and then dead last is the one who spins out.
Dylan Capello lost a few spots there in that kerfuffle. Melton doesn't care what's going on. It's all happening behind him. He's going to try to check out again as Showtime and my man Brian Shaw fight for second place. Showtime to the inside. He's fighting for P1. Left front on the berm. Can he hold it down there? He can. Bobby Showtime leading the Dash Series race here this evening.
Here comes a crossover down the backstretch. The Brewster Baker machine's going to make a run back on Showtime. Shaw trying to follow him, can't quite make it happen.
What's happened to Joey Gase? He was just up there in second place and now nowhere to be seen. The battle is all Magic Mike Melton and Bobby Showtime. Showtime fighting for the lead for the second time tonight in 2 tries.
Oh, Dylan Capella roughing up Lawson there as Lawson was trying to get a look under Brian Shaw. And Capella said, I want some of this action too. And he pushes with the track as they race off at 2.
Caution is out again.
Ooh.
Probably R5 to go. I don't know. Been so long since this race actually got ran. I can't remember. Green flag is back out. We are underway. Mike Melton leads Shaw and Showalter as they head down into 1. Let's see what happens.
Who was that Hail Mary slider in the black car with the yellow nose? He just threw it in there, hit stuck, and he didn't collect anyone. He must have picked up 3 spots going into 1.
Looks like rookie Blaine Donahue, the same one who flipped off Coberly earlier. Seems to be working for him. He's getting his stuff together as Melton leads a field of people, like about 8 of them, that will wreck him for any reason here coming down to the closing laps of this race.
Magic Mike Melton with enough breathing room ahead of Brian Shaw to feel pretty good about life right now. He's doing what he's got to do to take home second place in the championship. A win would definitely do it for him. Brian Shaw hot on his tail, though, with Bobby Showtime behind him.
Brian Shaw with that really tight entry into 1. I think it cripples his exit speed, but Mike Melton, his kart looks beautiful this evening as he takes the 1 to go.
White flag out for Mike Melton. It's been a while since he's won one of these Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series races, but he's going to do it tonight in style. Mike Melton, your winner. Yep. Well, you at least told me that was coming. I had no idea that was coming.
You're pushing it back up there. I know.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't think there was one person that would say thank you to Magic more than Josh Long. And you got his number 71 on the front of this thing. He said your clutch was messed up. Still come away with this win tonight, man. It's got to be special tonight for you to win this race.
Man, it is, and I dedicate this win to Josh, man. We miss him already. He had his number right with me tonight. I so wanted to win this race. We cranked it up on the stand. We're coming down. The snap rings done come off the gear on the clutch, on the basket, and I told Steven, I was like, we just don't have time, man. We just got to go. And it hung in there, man. And I just feel like that's Josh just looking down on us. And I miss him. I really do. And the Mafia, he was part of our deal. And we just, man, just this for him. Like I haven't run that good all year. So to win this race means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to every one of these guys standing over here. Couldn't be here without any of them. Steven, Turbo, Tyler, Dan. Somebody's missing somewhere. I don't know who.
Oh, here's your trophy, man.
R2 Designs. 6-pack. It's just nice to get a win in the Dash Series. We were so good last year. I would have liked to have had a little better shot at the championship, but we got one more race coming, and it's a big deal too. So anyway, thank you, everybody.
Magic Mike Melton trying to win a USAC championship here in the next feature.
You broke it. Oh,
Well, second place down here for Brian Shaw. And Brian, I mean, if one thing I have to sum up your season is just getting better, elevating your game, getting better at racing in general. Still got a Pro Cup championship you're racing for here tonight, but a great way to start the night off.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I just sat back and tried to take it easy tonight and not get wrecked, which has been a big thing, you know, and it seemed to work. And just whenever we got the caution, jump to the outside and see how far I could get up there. And well, it seemed to be, work out okay. So, yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, in this series you've had some success. I mean, had a good year so far, or had a good season, I would say. Pro Cup, really good season. So you going to use anything from learning about the track here to do the Pro Cup race later?
Maybe a little bit. The setups are quite a bit different. So I did learn some things, but I don't know what other than tires I can really translate over. So that's about it. I mean,
what do you got to thank for this race?
Bobby Showalter, Adam Welch, my family, and DNQ. I mean, that's it.
Brian Shaw has a great season in the Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series. Finishes second here tonight. They're talking about Scarowinds over here. And they're talking about like a vacation they're going to go on. You finished third after you go to Scarowinds. You finished third. Not bad, right?
Yeah, we'll take it from where we started. I think we were fucking the trunk, I think. So, yeah, just they got some new dirt on the track here. They got like 30 new loads of dirt on the track. It's slick as owl shit out there. And we missed the air pressure in qualifying and kind of found it here for the race. But we'll take it. Congratulations to Mike. And congratulations to Brian. And chalk her in the notebook and come back and try to figure it out again.
He does too many interviews in one night. He runs too good in every class, so he gets bored of saying the same thing over and over again. Well, it's the end of an era. The last prep race for DNQ Karting Series. Anthony Kidwell, who will win the championship, is on the SRI pole with Zarowski on the outside pole.
Ratchet Jaws Teasley and Ronnie Carroll on row number 2.
Row 3, Dustin Dunn and Ben Banker.
Thomas Markham and Levi Hurley.
Brandon Connard. Last.
I'm not even sure if he started this race or not. Here it is. The last prep race for the DNQ Karting Series. I mean, man, we've had some great prep races in the past. It's an end of an era here in DNQ, but I am glad to see it go. Jay-Z, I know you don't feel the same way, but it's the end of the prep.
It's like T9 word mode. It's an art form. You know what I mean? And I appreciate it while it was around, but times change, things change. We all got our different pronouns now, and the class has got to change. We're moving forward.
Green flag, we are underway, and just like AOL's dial-up service, this stuff is played out, and we are sick of it. But we're gonna watch one last race here, Jay-Z. You gotta love it. Put your the TI calculators away from high school, and anything else that's older reminds you back in the day, nostalgia.
Oh man, GoldenEye, N64, paintball, and big head mode. You and the boys, some Tostino's pizza rolls. Life was good.
Oh, yeah. On board with Thomas. Oh, man. This reminded me of some good times. On board with Thomas Markham in the Kmart in-car camera. He's going to get passed by Dylan Teasley. And this is, we usually see this every week when we put a camera on Thomas Markham. At least his tires weren't screaming. I'm interested to see on what guys get a pair of treads to run in Busch or Pro Cup next year with the same rules in this class as Zarowski's towards the front.
Bill, I think we'll see a lot of them. I think what we had here is everyone's looking at the different classes that run in DNQ series, all of them hyper-competitive, right? We send people home in just about every single class every single week. And the top 5 or 6 in each class were going to stay there, right? They all have to have a chance to get a championship. Tyler Young, the Young Motorsports stable there with Teasley and whatnot, they showed some flashes of brilliance. They weren't going to move up. They had a shot to win this as they lose a spot there. But I think most of these guys we'll see show up the treads next year. Oh, man, the 14 pulls off. Tough break for him this evening.
Scott Zarowski is going to go ahead and retire early. Brandon Connard said screw it. So now we're down to probably about 5 of them out here on the racetrack. That's another reason why, when you don't have a big field like you used to, as Kidwell's leading Carroll, Teasley, Dunn, and Markham. It's another reason to go ahead and put an end to it as well.
Put it out of its misery. I'm really excited for the competition between classes next year. That's going to be super exciting, especially for some of these guys racing this series. Get yourself a set of treads and bump yourself up to the next level. Which class are you going to pick? Who are you going to go against? That's half the strategy for next year.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Busch Series. This is basically Pro Cup. It's all the same rules, everything. The drivers can't run in both classes. You have Pro Cup. You can choose to go run that. Same rules, same everything. Or you can run Busch. Same rules, same everything. It's just the competition who you're going to fight against, as Anthony Kidwell's putting these guys a lap down.
Yeah, we'll have our races within a race, which will add a wrinkle to pay attention to for the fans at home.
I can't wait for the smack talk. Busch Series, they suck. They got nobody racing in it. If they were racing in Pro Cup, they'd run 10th. And then, you're going to find out. We run them for the national championship those last 3 races. That's going to be extremely wild there when you take the top 10 in points from each side.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, maybe some drivers who aren't doing so good in Pro Cup, see if they can jump over to Busch and catch a hot fart and get some wins, or vice versa. Sometimes it just takes a change of scenery to really set somebody off. As I believe that's our 5-to-go caution. Anthony Kidwell still out front. He's going to take the green and the lead again. Ratchet Jaws took the outside on that choose cone restart. We're 3 wide for third right now. That's Dustin Dunn, Ronnie Carroll, and Thomas Markham on the inside. Markham to a podium spot.
Thomas Markham up to third, moving Carroll out of the way. And you got to love these 5-to-go cautions in these prep classes because you never know what happens when they get a heat cycle on them, JZ, and we've seen that many a times here.
Yeah, the tires get a chance to cool down. You pick up some dust, and you just don't fire off the way you would hope. And Kidwell had it figured out. Ratchet Jaws has it figured out, but Ronnie Carroll there, who's gracious enough to sponsor the class, having some trouble firing off here after that 5 to go.
Anthony Kidwell, who is going to be our champion here in the Busch Series this year. A few laps to go. White flag is out for the end of the year, and I don't know if he's won a Busch Series race so far this season, but he's getting ready to win the race and the championship, which is everyone's goal. Anthony Kidwell, your champion and your feature winner tonight.
Down here in victory lane with Anthony Kidwell. Victorious here in the Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Busch Series feature. You win the championship, you win the race on the final night. It's a pretty good night.
Yeah, it ain't too bad. We lost our grandfather, me and Johnny, February 9th, so that felt good to earn it for him. But I was just nailing the gas. Pops was driving, so I felt good to come out on top for all the years' hard work, countless hours in the shop. These two guys, Johnny and Mike, I can't tell you how much effort into this. Whether I show up to drive or not, it's still there. So feels good, man. Feels real good.
Yeah, so next year the Busch Series is going to go to treaded tires. Will we see you even attempt to run that series next year?
Oh, I got 2 brand new sets sitting over there, so I'm ready. I am ready.
What's it feel like to win this championship?
I don't know. I don't think it really sank in yet. I don't think so. From what I feel, it's amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of good talent here. Just like I said, the countless hours in the shop, man, it makes it all worth it in the end. So we'll come back next year. We ain't done yet.
We'll talk to him later again when he accepts his championship trophy. But Anthony Kidwell, your feature winner tonight in the Busch Series feature.
11 pop.
All right, did you change? What's that? That's not Young's Motorsports. Tyler's going to be pissed. Down here with Dylan T. No pit lizards, no Tyler Young. Unbelievable. Dylan Teasley finishes second here tonight, second in the championship points, which kind of sucks. Kidwell was on it tonight, and you had a good year. Prep racing, a little different next year, but it seemed like you had a good night, you had a good season. You can't be disappointed with it.
No, it was a good season. We had a good night. Got to thank Nick London over there. Pickle was out of town, so I had to choose Nick, my other tire guy. So it was a good night. We had a good season. There was a couple bad races, but we ended the night good here tonight.
Yeah, and there's so many people I'm sure you have to thank besides Pickle, but you don't have any sponsors on here. Maybe Tyler Young, but your dad probably helps you out a lot. I'm sure he gives you more hell than he does help you.
Oh, yeah, more hell than he does help. But, yeah, thanks to him, too. It's been fun. Wish we could do it more, but.
Are you gonna run treaded tires next year? Are you gonna run the Busch Series or Pro Cup, or have you even thought about it?
I've been thinking about it. I want to. It's fun. You keep it, good. Everything's legal, so we like that part.
He's probably full of shit, but Dylan Teasley's second place finish here tonight.
Go for
it. Ronnie Carroll. You had second best piece, right? There's no doubt about that. Right. Kidwell's pretty good.
Kidwell had me tonight.
But you got, punted on the restart really bad, which happens in this series. You still came back to third. I thought you were, dead last. Yeah. This thing must have been pretty good to drive through the field then.
Right. It wasn't bad. I don't know if it was a little bit off on tires or the engine's on its way out, but just didn't have the power it's usually got. But it was fun. Wanted to come back out since the last race for the prep tire stuff, and I think we did pretty good. Kidwell, he just, I think his tires were a little better than ours. But yeah, that was rough there in the middle. Somebody was getting punted, and it wasn't me.
Yeah, all these DNQ races that you've run in the prep classes, you've won a lot of them. ARCA Championship, won a lot of the Busch Series races in the past, so we're kind of phasing out prep. It's been a lot of fun, though, to watch some of the prep races. Do we see you come back and maybe try another treaded race in the future?
It's a possibility. Like I said, my son tried it for the first time tonight. He didn't do too bad on treaded stuff, so honestly, if he wants to come up here, it's hard for me to just sit back and not ride if I'm up here, so we might make a couple shows.
Not only does he drive, not only is he good, he's also Mickey Roop's crew chief in the Cup Series. So I don't think Ronnie Carroll's quite done with racing just yet.
Thank you.
All right, USAC news and notes. Obviously, we talked about Melton and Kingen. Kingen in a must-win situation.
Yeah, and if he wins, that's barely going to get him the championship. He's going to have to get that elusive first victory. We've seen it done before, so he can definitely do it. Magic Mike Melton, though, he's just got to keep his nose clean.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm wondering if Kingman, this class usually races pretty clean, right? They have a lot of respect for each other. But there's a championship on the line tonight. I'm wondering if we're finally going to see this USAC series step up and drive a little dirty tonight and use that chrome horn if need be.
Speaking about driving a little dirty, Welsh and Kidwell, they have not gotten along at all throughout this season, so it'll be interesting to watch these two race each other as this feature goes on tonight. USAC starting lineup. Johnny Kidwell is on the SRI pole with Adam Welsh on the outside pole.
Those two don't like each other. Followed by the Tatujas family, row number 2.
Row 3, Magic Mike Melton, who had a W tonight, and Tyler Richmond.
David Crops and Rob Bates. Oh. Next row.
Charlie
Curtis
Kingman.
Beeson.
Got super horny for the old king in there.
What do we call him? Charlie Hemrick?
Yeah, Charlie Hemrick. You got a little horned up for him.
Starting shotgun on the field.
He's on the last row tonight. Dude, I'm telling you, in practice he was struggling. And he should have seen the happy hour thrashing going on in that pit area for Kingman. The dirt's
changed everything.
The dirt's throwing him through a loop. This is like, you know when you used to go to Homestead and the guys in the championship are like junk and they just start, we used to call it Doug Flutieing stuff at the car where you're just throwing shit in the air and seeing if it works, you know, like the Hail Mary stuff. And we'll see if Kingman got it. We'll see what happens. The story, I think that.
We'll see if Jimmy Johnson can get it done.
I think.
Starting dead last, junk in practice, come back, catch a caution, and win.
I think the real story, besides the championship storyline here tonight, is the two guys up front. I mean, it's been interesting with those two all season long as the green flag is out, and Welsh is off to an early lead in that new-built SKE kart. They said they are starting to sell that thing a lot for these treaded tire classes. There's a couple people in the Midwest that run them, and they've done very well. And we know that John Kinder, who owns the 821, is in the process of making his own equipment as well. So we'll see how that battle ensues as well. A lot of multiple storylines going on there.
Yeah, SKE's got a lot of experience with these Hoosier treads. They do a lot of micros and 600s and midgets and stuff like that. So they definitely have the notebook for these specific tires. But that being said, the 821 right behind them has won a shitload of races this year.
Yeah, Kidwell can put a whole race together. He's shown his speed all season. But, man, Welsh has been on fire tonight in the earlier races. He was up there running really well too. So we'll see if he can hang on here as the tires wear. That top coat comes. Oh, actually, they don't prep this series. Never mind. I'm gonna go back to my hole. You guys take it from here.
Well, I mean, a lot of these guys grind their tires at least, so you know you get that little glaze over the outside of the tires. As we're watching Steve and Desi Todges, husband and wife, race each other there for third and fourth. Actually, doing a great job. And it always cracks me up to where you know where somebody sets their carts up and they have the same setup and they qualify on top of each other. It's always pretty funny.
God, am I drunk or is this fucking camera like all over the place?
Yeah, no, you're definitely not drunk. It's we'll have to adjust the zoom factor on that thing. We got to slow it down a little bit for our operator here.
Jesus.
Kingen towards the back of the field. He's a little twitchy on the wheel there, Jay-Z. Doesn't look like he's got anything tonight for the leaders.
No, he sees the pink mist. He's going after it best he can, but it looks like he can only do so much with that go-kart and the setup he has in it. This new surface here, as pretty as it looks, it's really thrown him for a loop. I think he's wishing for the old stuff back real quick as he tries to get underneath, but just cannot get the drive off when he's pinching that kart down.
We've definitely seen guys feel the pressure and trick fuck themselves right out of a championship before, and it looks like Charlie Hemrick has done that to himself here tonight. I mean, that's Magic Mike Melton. He's pretty much just rolling right now in the 00, playing it safe. He's a couple spots ahead of Kingpin. Kingpin has to win, and Melton's just got to finish, within two?
Just ahead of him.
Or what?
Just ahead of him. That's all it takes. He just needs to have Charlie King in his rearview mirror. And he's doing a great job of that right now, and he's got a bunch of friends out there racing too, which is King can't really say the same as well. But look at these two up here towards the front. Looks like Kidwell's starting to run down Welsh a little bit.
Bad Kitty's already got one win tonight. He's trying to get another one under his belt.
You know, maybe those pressures are starting to build a little bit in the wrong direction, and you know, Kidwell started off a little softer. You know, and he's firming up here as he's reeling in Welch, and we're about to have a good show here for the top spot.
I'm not sure if it's just my eyes deceiving me, but it looks like the wheelbase on the 71 is way shorter than the 821. So that's an interesting strategy by the chassis builders. I mean, I know it's something that you can mess around with, but I think it's shorter. I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't know. This camera is about to make me throw up.
Yeah, that shorter wheelbase will really help that cart pivot. You know, it'll help it turn and cut the corner. I don't know if it'll be what you want on big, fast, flat quarter miles, something like Paradise or whatnot, but on a driver's track like Millbridge, it seems to be hauling the mail this evening.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what everybody comes out with. Let's see what Kinder comes out with in the future, too. Not sure yet. It's definitely one of those mystical things that these guys start building their own stuff and seeing what they can get away with and play around with. And right now it's working for Adam Welsh, no doubt. Well, hope you had the Dolby surround sound cranked up all the way as high as it goes, or you're sitting at home enjoying your Busch Light on your couch or on your smart device watching DNQ Karting Racing, because we know that's what everybody does on a Thursday night when they have to work on Friday. Nothing like going to work with a hangover, as Adam Welsh leads Kidwell right now.
And Bad Kitty with that new SKE chassis definitely got some laps around here. I think John Kinder's going to have to get that chassis out here and get some more laps to compete with them, because we've seen Kidwell just click off win after win, and now he's got some real competition. Bad Kitty Adam Welsh got that boost of confidence earlier tonight, and he's running with it.
Tonight's features a 40-lap race, too, because it's the Hoosier race tonight. So USAC, every series gets their long race throughout the year, and this is USAC's long race of the season. And I don't know, man. The more I see Welsh leading, Kidwell's not getting any further away from him.
No, he's right there. It seems like that longer wheelbase chassis of Kidwell doesn't quite rotate as well. Coming off, it seems like it tightens up a bit, but the Bad Kitty can really pitch it in there, get a little bit more yaw, and seems to carry more speed off. But something about that Kidwell machine, even though it looks tight, using air quotes here, it's still rolling the middle pretty good.
Sure is. It looks like maybe Kidwell's slowly gaining on him. Maybe saved his tires just enough for the end. We know we got a 5 to go caution, and he's just trying to keep him in his sights. Try not to go a lap down. Stays in second place. That's going to give him lane choice. When he gets to the choose cone, if he wants to start to the outside or inside of Bad Kitty Adam Welsh, he'll be able to. So he's got to feed her the wood when he gets there.
Gotta love the lap traffic in the DNQ Karting Series. You never know where they're going. Could be a rolling chicane. They could race them hard so they don't go a lap down. What's that do to the arrow here, Bill, as you're watching him race them as they get side by side?
Once you get that dirty air all over the nose of these things, it just makes them shove right up the racetrack. Luckily there, that lapper was wild enough. He went from the bottom to the top and just, we got a yellow. It looks like Curtis Beeson is our
I think he fell out of the seat there for a minute. He's taking a nap. Got a little tired. That happens from time to time, as Welsh is going to lead him here. Green flag, we're back underway. Kidwell stays even with him as they go into one.
Kidwell got a great start that time. He's going to hang on the outside, hang on that quarter panel of Bad Kitty Adam Welsh. Try to pin him down. Welsh is having none of it. Feeds him the right side. They're still side by side.
I think Welch is losing that drive off, but as soon as I say that, he sneaks in front of Kidwell. Kidwell's not giving up. He's still looking at that high side, but he has to fall back in line, turn down underneath as the Tatujas battle side by side just behind him.
This is an amazing battle for the lead.
How do you say their last name? I know it's not.
I think it's Tauges. Tauges. Tauges.
I knew it was Tauges. I thought we were just having fun making their name something silly.
You were the only one to do it, apparently.
5 to go. Well, let's see how dirty this gets. We know that Kingan's right on the back bumper of Mike Melton, so we'll see what happens here as the green flag is out. 5 laps to go. Can Charlie Kingan make a move on Melton for the championship?
No, not even close. The battle right now is for the lead. Kidwell hanging on that bumper, trying to get Welsh arrow loose. Doesn't quite do it. Tries to cross him up. He's going to be there and sends it. Feeds him the right side. Kidwell takes the lead back from Adam Welsh. Let's see if Welsh does the same thing back. He turns it down, feeds him the right side. These boys are battling like crazy for the lead. They both slide up.
Desi Tauges is watching this in third, hoping they wreck each other.
This is good hard racing. Both drivers giving it all, feeding each other the right side of the go-kart, but not taking anyone out. This is just good hard driving right here, even with the bad blood between them. The Tauges looking for something to happen. If those two get together, the Tauges could sneak away and get a win here as we have 1 to go.
Welsh leading. Can Kidwell get to that back bumper and make something happen? He's going to slide it in there. Just doesn't have enough. He hits the steering wheel. Adam Welsh is going to take the win in the USAC feature. Adam Welsh down here in the USAC Series victory lane. Oh, my gosh. Down there with his daughter. The whole family's here. Dude, we haven't seen somebody outdrive Kidwell all season long. You get it done here in this 71 machine. We talked to you earlier, a special night for you guys. This just makes it that more special, doesn't it?
Dude, this is amazing. You know, people say it a lot, and they may not mean it or anything like that, but I totally mean the fact that Josh was with me feeding the right rear to Kidwell because that was his fashion, and I wanted nothing more. Like, this is our second race with this kart. First time we had brake problems, a motor problem, all kinds of shit, and we got it together. Kyle and Dougie got it together today, and I didn't even know who was driving it until it showed up. And this is for the guys at the shop, SKE, and this is a dime piece. Again, come order them.
So who are you and what have you done with the normal Adam Welsh that we usually see? It's like a whole new Adam Welsh tonight. We haven't seen any wires touched, no sockets given. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Bobby hooked me up with some electrical tape to make sure the wires couldn't fucking touch. And I was just here tonight. Like, I literally loaded the trailer way too late last night. Went to bed way too late. And it was a Hail Mary on everything. We changed washers, we did everything, and then Kyle and Dougie got this thing ready, and shit was on rails, bro. On rails.
Adam Welsh finally beats Kidwell and takes home the victory in the USAC feature tonight. Down here with John Kidwell, second place finish tonight. That was one of the best races I've seen in this series, honestly, all year long. You've been the guy to beat, so I can't explain to you how happy he was to actually beat you, which says something about your season.
Yeah, man, it's been a tremendous season. You know, we started 5 races ago with John and been kicking butt. Had 4 wins. Thought we were gonna have one there when I got around him, but he ran me high a few times. I should have been a little bit more aggressive with him, and I know next time it's the way we're gonna race. So he'll. I don't want to talk bad. I'm congratulate him. He drove a hell of a race, but you know, payback is a bitch. So, but you know, it was a great year. I can't take anything away from it. John, he just, you know, middle part of the season said if I want to drive, and it's been a good thing going, and it's more to come. So it's a great year. I thank Rims One, KSR Motors, so and Mr. Kinder, you know, he puts me in this thing, drive it. Wish we could have went 5 for 5, but 4 for 5 ain't too bad. So we'll look forward next year and come out and start kicking some ass.
I hope Welsh and Kidwell get to race each other next year. That is going to be something to watch. Great second place finish tonight. This is not Danica. This is Desi Todges. Desi, we've seen you run so well in the past. Just haven't finished top 3. Great night tonight, finished top 3. Got to be excited about that, right?
Yes. I feel like all year I've always qualified really well, and then when it came to racing, I either got taken out or I spun myself out or I hit somebody, and I never finished well. So we came out to the road course race last month, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to ride around until the top 5 or the last 5 to go. Ended up getting 4th. I was like, that was fun, right? So I'm like, you know what? 40 laps tonight. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a little exhausted. Son of a
Oh, they got me good.
Good plan. Qualified well. Thank you, beat Steven, because he came out and I followed him, which is the key, right? I come out and follow him during qualifying, and then I qualify better than he does. So thank you, Steven. Same thing. I was just going to go right around to the last 5. Ended up, everybody kind of got spread out. So for like 30 laps, it was just lap after lap after lap. Then they got their caution with like 8 to go. And Steven decides he's going to take the inside, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm taking the outside. I've raced him before. I know he'll race me clean. So he did, and I just kept it in there, and he pushed it as hard as he could push it, and I just got lucky and got about 6 inches in front of him once, and that was all I needed. And so the 5 to go, I was like, man, should I take the inside or take the outside? I was like, you know what, screw it. That was fun. I'll take the outside again, and just really the restart helped me out tremendously. By the time we got to the flag stand, I was clear. Steven was good to go and was like, holy crap, I'm going to actually finish a race in the top 5. So hopefully this will be, how we roll into next season. So we'll see.
A great third place finish here tonight for Desi Todges. She beats her husband. she gets a beer bath for third. All right, Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series news and notes. Compton has a 31-point advantage over Brian Shaw, and he was the winner of the last race.
Yeah, next year, the Pro Cup and Busch Series split. They're going to go head-to-head. So watch for that. Same rules, 2 different series. And then at the end of the year, we're going to combine them and let the entire class fight it out for the championship.
Next year is going to be exciting, but right now we've got a battle. We've got a Brian Shaw trying to see if he can pull something over on it's Austin Compton, I believe, right?
Yes.
The Austin Compton is 31 points up, but crazier things have happened. So let's pay attention to what's happening at the front of the field tonight, gents.
Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series starting lineup. Zach Smith is on the SRI pole with Austin Compton on the outside pole.
Number 2, Flying Ryan Ayers and Lane Fields.
Row 3, Brandon Connard and Brian Shaw.
Well, number 4 is the iRacer himself, Alex Huffman, with Ryan Millington in the next row.
Row number 6, Taco Hidalgo and Tony Barkman.
Zach Stroop in the Deuce and Jay Zarapata in the 32.
Carson Ferguson and Chris Lawson.
Chris Bailey and Chris Guin. Row number 20.
Cross Thread and Ron Shute in the 28.
Those guys made the feature tonight. Good for them. There's the rules for the Filthy Mechanic Clothing Company Pro Cup Series. Man, it's been a good year for this series. I mean, we sent a lot of people home and in all these races, but for the series to split next year, that's going to be interesting to watch, like we were talking about, is your man Brian Shaw has an in-car camera that is totally wrong. I should say Shaw. Yeah, who cares? All right, we're leaving it.
Too late.
We're leaving it. It's locked in. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway for the last race of the 2021 season. Can Austin Compton take home the championship? We'll see if Brian Shaw has anything to do with it. He's going to try to win it. And we've got one spun down the backstretch already. Ryan Ayers, he's going to bring out the caution and then roll around. That's always good.
That's the golden rule. You wait for that yellow light to pop on, then you pull away. Everything's magically fixed.
Zach Stroop, all the way up on the high side, loses about 10 car lengths on the start. Just cause.
Yeah, who knows? I don't. Sometimes I see those guys do it, and I swear they just do it for fun. And we got carts. This is just a disaster at the back of the field. There you go. Get it rolling again. Ayers having a rough night.
3 and 4 wide.
Ryan Ayers having a tough night. As we're watching Compton and Zach Smith lead this field. Looks like Lane Fields in third. Now, all those carts come out of the same building. The Smith guys, they work on super late models, so no surprise to see their stuff doing well. And I know that they have tested here a ton lately. So they do their testing. They know their stuff, and they're pretty quick.
Yeah, it's definitely showing. They're able to stay side by side for many laps and not really lose any speed. Austin Compton fighting for that championship gets ahead of Fergie. Lane Fields in third as we go on board with fucking Curtis Markham.
Shaw Markham Shaw Racing.
It sounds legit, actually.
Yeah, it actually does. Sounds like a real deal. I mean, Brian Shaw doing a good job. He's in fourth place right now, but unfortunately, the guy he's racing is leading this race right now, JZ. He's had a good year, but Brian Shaw has definitely surprised all of us.
He has. He's one of the dudes that shows up with mismatching body panels. You know what I mean? He does what he can on his own. He doesn't have a ton of guys at the shop working full time. He doesn't have a setup plate guy. Doesn't have an aero farm or anything like that. He's just building a notebook and coming out here and doing the best he can. And I'm impressed with how well he's picked up over the last 2 seasons. He got one off in the infield here. But
yeah, he's definitely like the Brandon Brown of this series here. You know, he might even fuck up and win one.
Hey, and that crowd starts chanting, "Let's go, Brandon!" and the whole place is a party. So everyone's cheering for him in the stands here.
I don't think we'd ever hear that at a DNQ event.
No.
Zach Smith leads with Austin Compton in second, Lane Fields in third, like that whole farm of carts. And then we've got the mid-packers tonight who are struggling with the dirt change. And it's good to see like Ron Shute make the race. I know Craig Smith's always pumped to make a feature in the Pro Cup Series, but next year it's not just going to be good enough to race. I think everybody's going to end up racing. It's whether you make that top 10 is really going to be the difference, as everybody's pretty much spread out here.
Yeah, this new dirt's really throwing some people for a loop. We can definitely see that, and the guys that got it figured out are all running 1, 2, 3 right now. JC, what does this different dirt do? Like, what messes these teams up?
I think that fresh dirt holds the moisture a lot better. All right. There's a lot more grip in that racetrack than people are used to, and it's tough to describe. The cart's rolling. I bet you the cart feels good for a lot of these guys, but they just don't have any speed because everyone's got grip, right? So the guys that put a little bit more left side in their go-kart, the guys that bump up those tire pressures a little bit more, the people that set that cart up to roll a little bit free, can hang onto the wheel and carry that speed through the turn, like that roll speed these karters always talk about. These are the guys that are up front tonight.
I'm surprised to see that Chris Lawson's struggling here as he's racing with Jay Zarapata. And that's the true equalizer is the dirt. You start to see that changing it around. You're like, I don't know what happened to these guys. They were really good. Or I'm sure some people are going to go home and wonder where they went wrong and just prepare for the Nationals race coming up here soon.
Yeah, Chris Lawson probably going to go straight to the shop tonight, make his guys work all night, and post that car just like it is and try to find something wrong with it. And if nothing's wrong with it, they're going to probably work all night and change everything and come back run like a bucket of fuck next time. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get it figured out. That's somebody who's always up front here, but as we're on board with Brian Shaw, he's definitely lost touch with the top 3.
Yeah, he's fighting that go-kart a little bit tonight. He can't run that classic left front on the berm line that he likes to run. It seems he's having trouble getting down there as we got the leaders trying to lap the field here. Cross thread Smith running the other Smith very, very hard here, even though he's getting lapped.
Always, as a lap kart, you can count on that one blocking the leader, trying to stay in the lead lap. But at least he's consistent. Doesn't hate on people just because they're the other guy's leading or anybody. If you're the leader, he's going to race you hard, and that always happens here in the DNQ Karting Series when somebody is getting lapped. Even though we do a lucky dog. If you are the last car in the lap down, we put you on the lead lap through the computer system. But right now, Zach Smith is walking him pretty hard, and see what that 5-to-go caution brings, but he's doing a great job.
I believe that's Fergie in the 70 there. Yeah, he's leading right now, and Zach
Smith is driving that. He's putting the iRacer, Alex Huffman, one lap down because this is pretty, you know how realistic iRacing is. So he's a lap down now.
Well, they still got the old dirt,
yeah.
so.
He needed the tire update from iRacing to do that. You know, Ty Majeski going a lap down there. Just, you know, the G-forces aren't the same in the iRacing rig for some reason. Oh, God, I love talking crap about that.
Well, these carts are going at least 35 miles an hour. So
You definitely get more of a sense
big
of speed
difference.
than you do on iRacing. Five to go. Green flag. Here we go. Smith and Compton. The two guys have led the race all night long. Lane Fields is going to snake through there, and Ryan Millington just going to throw the left rear to whoever he can. Makes Lawson free, and now they're 7 wide going into 1.
7 wide, going 45 miles an hour into turn 1. Will they all come out the other side? Everybody makes it through. They're 3 wide into turns 3 and 4 right now. Somebody jams on the brakes. Brake check, huge pile up.
Never saw that happening. Chris Gwynn goes for a flip. And we stay green because we can. The track was not blocked for the leaders. They stay. Thank goodness we stayed green. I don't think they can handle another restart. 2 laps to go for Zach Smith. And Austin Compton to win the championship. He's going to come around and take the white flag. And that's not only the flag man waving it, it's the whole field waving the white flag because these two have just absolutely destroyed everyone.
Yeah, coming through turns 3 and 4, Zach Smith is going to take the win. Austin Compton's going to come home second on the podium, but take home the championship.
Well, down here in victory lane with Zach Smith. Zach, you and Austin, you guys have tested here, put a lot of hours, put a lot of time, a lot of effort into these carts, and a great win here tonight. You guys were class of the field.
Yeah, it definitely paid off. I was just glad to get one home or bring one home. Hopefully we can get through the tech shed this time. I haven't been too successful here. Millbridge has had a curse on me for some reason.
Yeah, talk about what it takes to win these races. We got a lot of competition in this series. You know, I mean, you got 30 carts, which next year we'll split into Busch and Pro Cup. Have you given any thought to which series you want to run?
Actually, I haven't. I don't even understand the whole deal. I might need some more explanation before I go.
It's the same rules. You just pick one series to run till the last. Okay. So if you win the championship in Busch, it's the same rules, same everything. Let's say you win the championship in Busch. Well, then the last 3 races you go run for the national championship. So they combine. But anyway, it's another story. Anyway, a good run here tonight. A great season, though, if you really put it in perspective.
Yeah, it's been really good. I don't know. We've been thrown out, but I want to come back and win one right. That's why I'm here. Some people, they don't come back and get mad, but that's not what it's about. I want one outright.
Zach Smith is a racer. We're going to go through tech here, but he has the win here tonight in the Pro Cup Series feature. Well, down here with our second-place finisher and tentative champion, once he goes through tech, Austin Compton. Man, as long as everything goes good over there, congratulations, a great season.
Thank you, and I want to thank DNQ Series for putting this on. We really enjoy it. Millbridge for having it. Everybody that helps, Precision Tree Service, CRM Motorsports, Jeff, Zach, my wife and kids, Smoky Mountain Boys Barbecue, Piedmont Paving, and anybody else that I might be thinking or forgetting. But thanks to everybody that makes it possible. We've had fun and we enjoy it. Can't wait to be back next year.
We're going to talk to him again in like 5 minutes. So think about who you got to thank. We'll talk to you again for the championship. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Down here with Ryan Millington. Ryan, you know, we got a lot of competition here in the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. So finishing third is pretty good. You got a win earlier this year. It's a pretty good season for you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, we had an all right cart. Definitely didn't have anything for those two boys. They were rolling, but just got to play around. Definitely felt like I was down on horsepower just a little bit, but I don't know. We got to play with a little bit and try to get a little better for next time. But always a ton of fun coming out here and racing, so I plan on being back here for the next one.
Yeah, you've definitely stepped it up quite a bit. I mean, you know, just from messing around, you race late models, so it's not like you're going to put a full pull on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got to be fun to come out here and have a good run and just have some fun.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's all the competition's so close, especially with this treaded stuff that, you know, there ain't nothing you can do but maybe change a little bit of cross or move a hub. So it's kind of all driving and air pressure. So it's definitely a lot of fun, and appreciate y'all for having the series. It's a blast.
Anybody you got to thank for this?
Yeah, I got to thank Gage, Dylan, Megan, Kaylee, everybody for coming out and just hanging out and having a good time.
Ryan Millington, a solid third-place finish here in the Pro Cup feature. There's the championship carts lined up, and always good to see guys win a championship, just a completion of all the work they've done.
See all our champions there in front of Victory Lane on the front stretch for all the fans to see. Kara's C Photography taking those glamour shots. And let's talk to some of our champions.
Well, the Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Bush Series champion is Anthony Kidwell. Anthony, we want to give you this trophy. Congratulations on a great season. I know you had a great win here tonight, and it's a pretty special win tonight, but a great year.
Yeah, we worked our asses off all year long. Mike and Johnny, they put countless hours in that trailer. Even though we're only here for a couple hours, it's unlimited effort. All I do is hold the steering wheel, man.
Anybody, I mean, we talked about who you had to thank for this win, but is there anybody else that you could think of that helped you win this championship?
Pops. We did it for Pops. That's first and foremost. About a month ago, we lost them, and just I'm going to try and win every race I touch the ground in from here on out.
Anthony Kidwell, your 2021 Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Bush Series champion. Well, your 2021 inaugural USAC champion is Mike Melton. Mike, it seems like every year you end up winning a championship, whether it's a Dash Series championship or this championship here. This was new this year. What was it like competing in it all year long and then having stiff competition? Kidwell, Charlie Kingan really raced you hard all year. It was good competition.
Well, first off, I got to thank everybody that's a part of this deal. Turbo, Steven, Desi, they both had an awesome run tonight. So happy for them. But we all worked really, really hard. We couldn't be here without them. It's a total team effort. Tyler, like everybody gets together and we get behind each other. And I couldn't be here without them. But as far as the racing all year, it was really good. Charlie's a really tough competitor, so are all the rest of them. And they were on fire, especially Kidwell the rest of the season. We had a shot at him a time or two, but we didn't have nothing for nobody tonight. We were just kind of racing our own race. We knew what we needed to do to come home with this championship, and that's what we did. And so I'm very happy, very fortunate to have it. So.
Mike Melton, I mean, wins this championship in the USAC Series, drives a truck all the time, so he's always driving something, and he's going to take home a championship here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Joey? Your 2021 Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series champion is Joey Gase. Joey, here's your trophy. Congratulations, man, on a great season. I mean, you guys battled all year long for this championship, and it's got to feel good to finally actually get a DNQ championship.
It does for sure. I just wish Josh was here to battle it out with me. It was definitely going to come down to the wire between me and him, and it, really sucks, and I really feel for, his tired family and his son. We're here and we won, and like I said, I just really miss Josh a lot, and really happy for Magic. Our little team here, we kicked butt for sure this year, and I just wished me and Josh could have been bouncing off each other tonight.
Yeah, sometimes you miss that contact. You hate it when it happens, but you got to miss it when it's not there anymore. Who do you have to thank for this championship? A lot of sponsorship help on this thing. Who are your partners there, and who helped you get here?
A lot of different people. Magic for sure. He's one of the best at, is my setup, but he doesn't mess it up when I come to his house, and he puts it in for me. Hunter, Fit Stop Performance, DB Sales, Caitlin for letting me do this, and the boys for always coming out and helping, and all the guys here tonight. It was a blast of a year and fun that we finally got a championship.
Joey Gase, your 2021 Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series champion. Your 2021 Filthy Mechanic Clothing Company Pro Cup Series champion, Austin Compton. Congratulations, man. You guys really poured it on at the end of the season. Somebody did a lot of testing, did a lot of practice here, and it finally paid off.
It definitely did. Me and my brother were both determined. We don't come to run second, and we put in the work, that's for sure, and it paid off. Hopefully next year we can do it again, and it come down to me and him. Have some better luck in the tech shed, and we've made some big changes, and I think it's going to play in our favor come next year.
Who do you got to thank for this thing? I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here. So you want to name any of your sponsors, the people who help you?
FK Ride-Ins, EW Motorsports, Precision Tree Service, Smoky Mountain Boys Barbecue, CRM Collision and Motorsports, Compton's Welding Fab, Piedmont Paving, Phantom Go-Karts, DNQ Series, and Millbridge Speedway. I want to thank them for putting this on, and hopefully it'll keep getting bigger and better.
What's it like to win a championship in this series, ultra competitive?
I mean, it's pretty cool. We didn't come in expecting this and then to win it, and I think we got Rookie of the Year too. So, well, I know we did. So that's pretty cool, and we'll see what we got next year. It's going to be harder to run. Plan on putting my little one in the Millbridge weekly series running wing carts. So it'll be tough, a lot more work, but we'll be here and we'll have fun with it.
Austin Compton not scared of work. A great season. He takes home the Pro Cup championship.
Yeah, obviously you got to pick it up at some point. Yeah. Okay.
Your 2021 Escape Pool Cleaning Winston Cup champion is Nick Stroop. Dude, you had a heck of a season. I mean, I know at the end it kind of tapered off there. You did what you had to do. You had already had the points built up. But, man, you, Showalter, and Adam Welsh, class of this deal. But, man, running the top, we had so many nights, like really sketchy nights running the top. But you get to take that thing home. It's pretty cool. But, I mean, great to be a two-time champion in it.
Absolutely. Jeremy and them do such a good job with these trophies. That's what last year I come out here and I said, I want that. So I come out here and I accomplished that. And then this year, I didn't expect to have such a good season. We started off a little struggle-ish. We were third, and then it was like second, first, second, first. I was like, holy cow, we actually have a shot again. But they kept putting up a fight, and there towards the end, I lost time to work on this stuff. We were ramping up our modified program again at home. So we just got a car. We just got back from Missouri. Dad just got back from Missouri an hour ago or whatever. He drove straight here. So it took a lot of my time. That's why I got to thank Mark Ellis, because he got my go-kart ready. My body was tore off of it at the fairgrounds race, and he got it all ready. That's why I was in the blue cart tonight. So just got to thank him. He helped me out a ton to even come out here and start and park that thing. But we had a really good season, a lot of fun, and just glad to take it home.
Yeah, two-time champion. You and now Tim Nye. I mean, I don't even think anybody wants to be in the same even vicinity of him. But you guys are the two-time champions. Congratulations again, man, on a great season.
Thank you.
Finish Line Wash Pro sponsor driver takes home the championship in the Cup Series.
He's saying, get it quick. Get it quick.
Well, what a season it was, guys. I mean, I can't thank everybody enough for just being a part of it this year. And there's our champions right there in all the series.
Yeah, great class for 2021. As we see, man, that's a great trophy. That's something everybody wants to race for.
Yeah, all these champions up here drove hard. The DNQ sends people home in every class, every single week. It's something just to make the show in most cases, and these guys were the best of the best. So hopefully they get drunk. Hopefully the ladies take care of them later tonight. They earned it.
Yeah, what a championship row there. Joey Gase, Austin Compton, Mike Melton, Anthony Kidwell, and Nick Stroop, your champions this year. And I look forward to 2022. So many different storylines going into this thing. It's going to be very exciting to watch. And a lot more competition, I feel like, is going to start coming through these classes.
Oh, yeah, we're already seeing it. And many of the classes in the DNQ series, every single year, it just gets tougher and tougher. Like Jay-Z said before, we send people home every single week. So if you think you've got the sack big enough to run with these boys, come out here and prove it.
The mandatory champagne celebration there. Joey Gase, Mike Melton enjoying it. We do so many different things here in this series, and glad to just be a part of it and have these guys enjoy themselves. But what a great season, guys. Can't thank you enough. And Nationals coming up soon. I mean, we got a lot of storylines going into that as well.
Yeah, biggest race of the year isn't even part of the season. But thanks again to all the competitors. Thanks again to Millbridge and all the sponsors of the DNQ series. Another great year in the books, and I can't wait to let one rip in a few weeks for the Nationals.
A huge thank you. We've got Finish Line Wash Pros. We've got Escape Pool Cleaning. We've got Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair. We've got SRI, that is our Pole Awards. We've got Filthy Mechanic that sponsored our last race there. Who else am I forgetting? You guys make this all possible.
Carasees.
Yeah.
Carasees Photography. I mean, there's so many more as I go on my web browser and go to dnqseries.com to look up the rest of them real quick while we're talking it over as it's still loading. SRI, Finish Line Wash Pros, Escape Pool Cleaning, Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair, Hoosier Racing Tire, Filthy Mechanic Clothing Company, and Carasees photography all make it possible. We want to thank Jeremy and Ashley from Millbridge Speedway. And you guys too, Jay-Z and Bill. You guys always come up here, take the time to do the stuff in the booth for the DNQ videos, and we appreciate it.
Can't wait for next year.
It's always a good time. It's going to be even better in 2022.
All right, as our champions celebrate, we're going to leave them to it, and we'll see you guys at the Nationals.